Holy cow, YouTubers, it's Boss Magnus here with another Magic the Gathering Arena video for your viewing or listening pleasure. Hey, so the season is over for now. Now you can see it's been reset. Season ends in 27 days. We have been reset to Gold Tier 1. I took some screenshots. I'll show you where we came from here. Here is... season was going to end in 14 hours. We finished up Diamond Tier 2. Didn't quite make it to Mythic, you know. We'll try it again for this season now. We'll have a full season. We'll see what deck we might take. If you have any suggestions or ideas, let me know. Again, trying to keep it free, keep it with the budget. But, you know, I do have a couple of commons, uncommons, rares, and mythics. And, you know, we... got some cards as well, which I already busted open. We picked up some new cards that I may be looking to include as well. Here's where the season rankings ended up. As you can see, constructed, limited, didn't do a darn thing. This is what the stats looked like on Untapped GG. As you can see, we had a decent climb, and it sort of tapered off here towards the end. Played 116 wins and 66 losses for 64%. Not too bad, but like I said, it was slow going here once we hit Diamond. Here's our matchups that you can see. Blue-White, Azorius Control, that was the worst ones. Versus Mono Green, 9-1. That was pretty solid. So... that's where that is at. What is today about? Today, we're going to do something different. One of the things that I want to look at by having this much gold is using it to practice doing some drafts. So let's get right into it and let's see what we have for limited drafts here. We've got a quick draft for Wilds of Eldraine and a premier draft for Outlaws of Thunder Junction. So here's the differences. Premier draft, 10,000 coins. Gold, so we could do 3 of those. And what you're shooting for here is roughly 4 wins, hopefully 5 wins, because you can see that's the break-even point if you were paying gems. This is also one of the few ways, if you're playing a free account, that you can actually end up converting gold into gems. And you can see, even if you get 0 wins, you'll still end up with 50 gems in 1 pack. So what is 1 pack worth? Well, it really depends on what it's worth to you. But if you went into the store here and you wanted to buy just 1 pack of the most recent set, Foundations, 1 pack is going to cost you 1,000 gold or 200 gems. So that's kind of what the prize structure is for these. And again, that's for a premier draft. Premier draft is going to have your premier players in it. It's going to be challenging. The competition is going to be tougher. The option, if you're just starting out, is going to be potentially quick draft. So as you can see, sign up ends in 12 hours. So these drafts are all getting replaced by other drafts. You know, they cycle in and out of them. What's different about quick draft? Well, first of all, obviously it's a lot less to enter. It's half as much in gems, half as much in coins. You still earn gems. You still earn that 50 gems in 1 pack if you don't win a damn thing. But the big difference is, and it says it up here, bot draft. You draft against AI with no waiting and no pick timers. So this is really good because if you're in the middle of a draft and you have to do something, you can just stop and you can come pick it up whenever you're ready, as long as you know the draft hasn't ended. When you're doing the premier draft, you are drafting against other people and you're on a timer. I think it starts with 45 seconds for your first pick, and then every pick throughout the packs becomes less and less and less. The idea being you have less cards that you have to look at and process, or they're cards you've seen before, so it should take you less time. So if you're doing this for the first time, if you're unfamiliar with a set, especially if you're drafting a set that's been around for a while, like Wilds of Eldraine, and you don't have the experience, quick draft might be a way to start. It's a little bit less pressure for sure. And for the sake of this video, I'm going to show how that's done today. Incidentally, there is one more way if you wanted to earn gems, and that is through these constructed events. So just like I was playing on the ladder and I got season rewards for standard, I can submit one of my decks for standard, and even lower entry fee, 2,500 gold. You get 25 gems and no packs for 0 wins, but you can get up to 3 packs, 500 gems, and 1 play-in point. So if you earn 20 play-in points, you can enter a qualifier play-in event, which you can earn some gems as well. So this is another way to do to play, and this you're competing against other people, just like when you play the matches in a quick draft, you're playing against other people. But when you're doing quick draft, when you're drafting against bots. Anyway, there's plenty of people who have done different things like this. So let's just jump into it and let's do a quick draft for Wilds of Eldraine, and let's see how this goes. Okay, so this is, like I said, a quick draft, so you see no timers here. So when you pass over a card, you're going to be able to see it kind of pop up and zoom so you can read the text on it. This is a silver icon over right here in the corner of the card, or on the side of the card, which indicates it's an uncommon. This is a gold one right here, which indicates it's a rare. The rares and uncommons start at the top here at the pack, and they go down to the commons, and they usually are ending up with the lands at the end. So what do we want to pick here? Well, I think because I have this Draftsmith overlay, you can see some of the ratings of the cards. That's one way to guide yourself when you start out. You can obviously download this Untapped, which gives you these Draftsmith rankings. The other thing is you can consider sort of a framework of trying to find really efficient creatures, trying to stick towards your mana curve, meaning you have more casting cost spells, creatures down in the 1, 2, 3 range and less in the 3, 4, 5 range, that sort of thing. You want to be able to draft removal because you want to get creatures out of the way so your creatures can get through. You want to have creatures that have some kind of evasion, whether it's menace or flying. These are the kinds of things you're going to want to look for. I would also, if you're starting out drafting for the first time, while you can draft as many colors as you want, it's really hard to get the mana to be able to cast those spells when you want to cast them. So I would really try and focus on 2 colors if you can. Also, don't mistake what you might see in Constructed for really, really good cards in Limited. Sometimes they're very, very different things. So I'm not the best drafter, so we'll just start out with that. So if you want to mock me in the comments, feel free to do so. If you have good ideas and good suggestions for this video content or, my draft choices, that's fine too. But I think part of trying to get better at drafting is to do it and, to learn from your mistakes. So this is a mana rock. This is just going to give me more mana. It's going to accelerate things. I'm not really interested in that. The Griffin Airy, you really need to be able to have a consistent way of gaining life. Although if you could, that'd be great to be able to generate creatures. But it's really hard to be able to do that, even though this format does have food tokens, which allows you to gain life. You definitely have to get a food-based deck, but also white is less of the food deck, whereas green and black is the food deck. Excuse me. Shadow the Oath. Good removal, very, very expensive, and it's 2 black. That means you're more dedicated in a black. So before I want to get into something, I want to be able to try and utilize something that's a 1 pip, and what's really drawing my eye is this Hopeful Vigil. So it's basically 1 white and 1 colorless for a 2/2 vigilance creature, but it also puts an enchantment into play, which has benefits in this format, and it puts something into play that allows me to potentially use later. So I'm going to go ahead and pick this. So what do we have? I don't want to necessarily feel like I have to stick to white here, but the Princess Takes Flight is actually a pretty decent card. You can see this only ranked 2.0, but one of the nice tricks with this card is you use the first and the second pieces of this, the steps, and then before you reach the third one, you return it to your hand or you sacrifice it in some way so that the exiled card never comes back. Stab Wound, for 3 mana, it's pretty expensive to get something a -2. Usually that only costs 1 black. But the idea of this is that you want to put it on something that's bigger, ideally like a 2/3. So it's a 0/1, and you don't get that creature killed, and your opponent is losing 2 life on every turn. So that's really what you're intending to use that one for. But the real card here is Imidane's Recruiter. This is a what people sometimes call a mythic uncommon. It's an uncommon card, but it is extremely powerful. And as you can see, the sorcery adventure there is white, so that matches up with the hopeful vigil. No more white creature tokens with vigilance. But even if I never cast that, 1 red and 2, giving everybody on my team haste and +1/+0 is a really good way to kind of surprise, drive a whole lot of damage very quickly. So I'm definitely going to take the Imidane's Recruiter here. Boris is also a really strong color here, so I'm really drawn towards going into that right now. Well, we've got another hopeful vigil here. If it was good enough as a first pick, it's probably good enough for a third pick as well. Twisted Fealty is pretty decent as well. It creates a wicked roll. This is, I can't remember what they call these cards, but basically they take control of another creature. Threaten, is that what it is? Something like that. The other thing that this set really gives, which I like and I think is worth looking at, is having these adventures. It basically gives you 2 effects. 1 red and 2 colorless for 4/2 isn't that great, but having an instant that you can use to boost a creature, have as a trick in the format could be very helpful. It can help get that extra damage through, or it can, be the thing that allows you to save your creature or take out a creature. But I'm going to try and keep my mana curve low and kind of stick with this Boros colors here. So I don't want to be blind towards, other colors. Tough Cookie is quite a good card. Again, 2 mana for a 2/2. It also creates another artifact, a food token that allows you to gain life. There's a lot of things in green which you want to have artifacts or food tokens for, so there's a lot of synergy. Harried Spear Guard, this is pretty good as well. It's, very low on the curve. It's haste. It goes and attacks right away. And even if it dies or if you have to sacrifice it, you create another creature token. So it's 2 creatures in 1. That's very helpful. Here's another card where, again, you kind of have 2 effects on 1. 4 mana for a 3/3 is a little overcosted, but having that Royal Roll, which gives you some ward plus a +1/+1 token onto something, that's not bad either. But again, I think I want to stick with red-white. I want to try to be low to the ground, so I'm actually going to take that Harried Spear Guard. Sanguine Blood, that's a rare. You can see it's a 0. Again, this is the kind of card that goes into a different kind of deck. But the reason it's in here is I think one of the special guests is if you're making food tokens, you can crack a food token, gain 3 life, and then your opponent loses 3 life. But again, and it works for the black-green decks, which are trying to do food. But it's really expensive. It doesn't really fit what I want to do. Unruly Catapult, there's a card where I can't remember what it's called at the top of my head, but it's an enchantment for 1 blue, and you put it onto the catapult, and every time the catapult does a point of damage, you draw a card. So that's kind of called living the dream if you can get that kind of a deck together. But this red card does not match with the red-white deck that we're looking at here. Moment of Valor, it's a bit of an overcosted trick here, but it does give you a little bit of either destroy your opponent's creature or act as a trick for your own creature. I want to try and keep myself open to what else is potentially going on here. Tempest Heart, 4 mana for a 3/4 Trampler. Again, if we're casting big cards, whether they're red or green or white, it's going to get additional counters, but we're trying to be kind of low to the ground here. I think probably the Ferocious Werfalx might be a little bit better of a fit for us. But you know what? As a noob, I'm going to try and ride the rails on this one if I can. Corvald and the Noble Thief. Create a treasure token, exile the top 3 cards. You can play those cards. No, not interested in that. A 3 mana 3/2 that when it dies gives you a token. Returning a creature from the graveyard with a token on it. Rhyme for Reindeer. Whenever enchantment you control enters, tap creature an opponent controls. 4 mana for a 3/4 fairly vanilla creature is a little overcosted. And it's a little higher cost than I want to do. Again, this is a 3 power versus 3 power for 3 mana versus 4 mana. But, we've got 2 enchantments here that might be able to trigger this. And allow us to pass through. Let's go ahead and just take this one. Let's see what happens. Oh, there's another Rhyme for a Reindeer. Probably wish I'd taken the other one before. Frostbridge Guard. This is fine. Again, the tapping effect is rather expensive. It's a 2 mana 2/2, but I'm going to ride the rails and go red-white. Now, what I'm noticing too is that even though we've got 2 red cards, I'm not seeing a whole lot of other red cards here. Bespoke Battle Guard. That's not that great. Celebration is if 2 permanents enter the battlefield at the same time, or excuse me, during the same turn, you can go ahead and attach this. You don't have to pay the equip cost. But yeah, that's not something that you can guarantee is going to happen. This enchantment basically taps something, and then whenever you tap a creature, put a +1/+1 counter. Now, that works well with this, works well with this, but to me, it's almost a little bit of living the dream. I do like Dragon Mantle because it gives you the fire breathing and it automatically replaces itself, and it's only 1 mana. So if we can put this on a flyer or something that somebody's unwilling to block, I think that that might be worthwhile. Okay, so pick 9. We've made it all the way around to our original pack. We've got a flyer for 2/3 Celebration. Celebrations can get triggered by the Hopeful Vigil because it creates 2 permanents. One is the enchantment, one is the token. It's a flyer. It's the right colors. But I also like Evolving Wilds here. It helps us with the mana fixing. And this isn't that great of a card, so I'm going to go ahead and take this. Archon's Glory is a fine trick, plus it has the bargain ability, which gives creature flying and lifelink. It's a good trick, and we're leaving some enchantments behind. Plunge into Winter, tap a creature, draw a card. Scry, oof, it's a little overcosted here. I wouldn't play Ego Drain or Air's Whisper, Toadstool Admirer. The only thing I'd do is to put a bunch of stuff on that, call it a Boggle, but we'll take that. White seems to be wide open in this draft so far. I'm getting all the white cards, even the white cards that I don't necessarily want. And there is not a whole lot of red going on here. Okay, so we drafted one way, now we're drafting the other way. And let's see what we got here. So, Stockpiling Celebrant, this is the card that I was thinking about before. When you cast that spell that exiles a creature and you want to be able to return it to your hand or to bargain it away, Stockpiling Celebrant allows you to bring something back in your hand. So, for example, I could Hopeful Vigil and then use the Celebrant to bounce the Vigil back into my hands, which is a nice trick. But I also kind of want to send a signal. I don't know if it's really something that I'm worried about here. But yeah, I don't know how reliable it's going to be for me to be able to have all the instants of sorceries where I can get this out very quickly. So I think of it, rather than take the third Hopeful Vigil, I'm going to take the first Stockpiling Celebrant. Okay. Flick a Coin. There's a lot of good targets for 1 point of damage, plus it creates a treasure. That's a little bit of mana fixing. And it replaces itself, draws a card. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. Radiant Bombardment. It's a trap. Whenever a creature you control power 2 or less attacks, it does a point of damage. Can't really guarantee that. Plus, I want to have cards that do more damage. Embereth Veteran. It's a good card. But I also just feel like I want to get the reliable removal. I don't have a lot of removal at this point. Princess Takes Flight. That's the card I was looking for before. Hopefully we can get some more of the Stockpiling Celebrant. We can maybe keep bouncing that. And also here's Curiosity. That's the card I was looking at on the red pinger. You put this on it, and whenever the creature deals damage, you draw a card. Frantic Firebolt. I wouldn't mind having that either. It's a little bit of red removal, but it's not the best one. There's a 1 instant one. It actually sees standard play. But let's take the Princess Takes Flight. Wow. These vigils are they just keep on coming around, do they? Yeah, but I want to get some stuff on the higher end. I also feel like I'm going to keep seeing white here. Another flick of coin, another harried spear guard. Stroke of midnight, you know, and this will kill anything, which is great, but it also leaves behind material. Give somebody a 1/1. There's those protective parents again. Let's see, where are we? Are we on creatures? 8 creatures and 10 non-creatures. Let's get the creature. Impact tremors. Whenever creature you control enters, this deals 1 point of damage to each opponent. I think I am gonna snag that because when this enters, it would do a point of damage, and when it dies, it creates another token, which would do another point of damage. This is even better, I think, in black, where it's more likely that's going to happen. Plus, when you have something like this, enchantment goes into the graveyard, create a 1/1 bird. Another creature enters. Yeah, let's give that a try. Let's see if that'll work. Obaya. Oh, if you're playing the black blue fairies deck, that's a good one. Break the spell, destroy target enchantment. No, not interested in that. Sure, I'll just take that. Put that in the sideboard, not going to play that. Bellowing Bruiser. I don't want to do that. This is another threaten effect. When it enters, you gain control of a creature. Plus, I can sacrifice it to either do or make my opponent lose life, not deal damage, or I can gain life. I don't mind having one of those potentially. Another Bellowing Bruiser. Or Rhyme for a Reindeer. So this is 5 mana for a 4/4/3, or 4 mana for a 3/4. Let's try and keep it lower on the curve. There's the card that I said I wouldn't take, but I did. Redcap Thief is fine. Moment of Valor, probably not going to play that. Okay, so here we are at the start of pack 3. We've got 10 creatures, we've got 13 non-creatures. Remember that some of our non-creatures are actually like Hopeful Vigil, so that's actually 2 creatures. But I think we are a little creature light, so we want to figure out how we can get some more creatures here. You know what? I'm good with the Vigil. Let's scrap that. What else do we have here? Here, no, Torch the Tower. That's some premium removal. I don't want to go past that. Got the Charm Clothier. That's a little bit high on the mana curve. Grand Ball Guest is okay, but again, you're trying to trigger that celebration. And don't want to splash for another color, so let's just slam that Torch the Tower. Cut in is fairly good removal. My Cart Devil is okay. Redcap Thief is okay. Cheeky House Mouse, you know, again, nice little trick, nice little body, but because they're both a 1 mana casting cost, oftentimes you might not even cast that sorcery. You might be casting this as your first turn, which oftentimes you're not going to be mad about because it's a 2/1 for 1. But we've got another Hopeful Vigil, but we've also got a premium instant here. So I'm going to snag that. Another Raid Bombardment. Why do you keep putting that card in here? I do not want another Rhyme for a Reindeer. I don't know if I'll play the Frantic Firebolt, but we'll see. Boundaryland Ranger. It's a 2/2 for 2. That might be the mark here. Otherwise, we've got the Protective Parents, a 3/2 for 3. Keep that mana curve low. See what we can do. Edgewall Pack. That's a good one. 4 mana for a 3/3 menace, which also creates another creature. So compare that to the 4 mana 3/3 that does not have menace and does not create another creature. It does have the sorcery adventure there, but I think I'm more interested in the Edgewall Pack here. Okay. Knightly Valor. So this is nice. So not only does it give a creature +2/+2 in vigilance, but it also creates a token. Now it's a little pricey, but again, you're getting some powerful effects here. There is also the 2-mana 2/2, which if you have 4 mana when you cast it, you can create a sorcery roll to it. But I'm going to slam this one instead. Gnawing Crescendo. All your creatures get +2/+0, and when a non-token creature dies, you get a Mega Rat. But I think I'm just going to take a creature. See how that fits in for us later. Keyguard or Evolving Wilds. We're at 13 creatures, but we've got 3 and the 4. So it's actually 17 creatures, which is okay, but this is a 1-drop. We're going to have some enchantments in play, so this could potentially be bigger. I guess it's really that or the Evolving Wilds. I've got 1 Evolving Wilds. I wouldn't mind playing 2, but yeah, I think I want to get that 1-drop instead. Break the Spell. I'm not going to play that. I mean, I guess if I have to, I might play that, but don't want to. Dark Tutelage, another Slumbering Keyguard, Minecraft there. Okay, so let's look at what our mana curve looks like here. So let's take some stuff out of here. Like if I don't play this, say I don't want to play them. I'm okay with that. I might play that. Say I don't have to play that. I'm okay with that though, but not necessarily. Let's see. Moment of Valor. I want to play any of those, maybe. Not that. Not that. Okay, so we're at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 24. So we're trying to get 23 playables. So out of these, and this is an okay mana curve. One, 2, 3. Might not play the Tremors. Might not play the Mantle. So we got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 creatures. And I guess that means 7 spells. So I don't know if I'd want to play another 3-drop, but if I'm picking 3-drops, a 2/3 versus a 4/2, so probably has a better chance of surviving. Red Cat Thief. Not going to play that. Not going to play that. I'm probably not going to play any of those. That's an uncommon. 1 out of 4 collected. Yeah, we'll just take that one for the collection. And I guess that is going to be what we've got. Vault Progress. After drafting your final card, common and uncommon cards that exceed 4 in your collection, increase your Vault Progress. Okay, good to know. Thank you. Okay, so now we're going to get rid of some cards here. I'll keep the Firebolt for now. So that's 41. So we're 12 creatures and 12 non-creatures. Yeah, and remember we got 1 and 3, so that's 4. So that's actually 16 and 8, which is not bad. Probably would want to see a little bit more in the 3 and a little less in the 2. But let me just check and make sure there's nothing else that we might want to strike from this. Okay, and then let's just check what we're leaving behind. If there's anything that's really speaking out to us. Yeah, the only thing that I think might be worthwhile is the Tune Veil Guide. I mean, look, it's 4 mana for a 2/3 flyer, which is very bad rate, but it is a flyer, and I don't really have any evasion here. It's all about low to the ground, low casting cost, aggressive. And we're at 41 cards, so I want to cut a card as well. So let's look at type creature. Oh, I'm going to do that again. Type creature. Okay. So these are our creatures and our non-creatures again. We've got 4 of our creatures down here. So who might we want to cut? Frantic Firebolt deals X, where X is the number of cards in your grave that are instant sorceries and or have an adventure. So that's probably just going to be 2. It might be 3 for 3. Highly unlikely, could even be 4. So 4 damage for 3 mana. It's not the best rate. Again, at 3 mana, we probably want to be casting one of our 3 mana casting cost creatures. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Let's see how it does. Jet City Rebel. Well, this sucks. Remind me to look at my mana. Okay, this also sucks, but it sucks less. Do I still keep it? It's a risky keep, but I at least start out with something. You know what? No, I'm gonna mulligan again. Ugh. Okay, we gotta keep 5, so. I'm gonna do that. But, you know, that's how the cookie crumbles. Sometimes you have the mana, sometimes you don't. It's probably just means I'm gonna get flooded with mana, or they're gonna drop a 2/2 and I can't even attack with this thing. Or they'll drop a 1/3 and I can't even attack with this thing. Cool, cool, cool. I'll attack. I'll fake that I can do something with the treasure token. They'll block anyway. They won't buy into my garbage. But now with the treasure token and the mountain, I'll be able to cast Knightly Valor on something, which is good. Okay. You're a 2/4 fawn. Okay, enchanted creature has +2/+2 in vigilance. I guess we'll put it on our biggest thing here. Auto pay. And, you know, I'm okay with it if we trade here, so I'm going to go ahead and swing. If you want to lose the protective parents and get the roll, that's no problem, because the roll going on the fawn would be a bad thing for them. Ah! Boo. Boo with your cooped up. Boo with all my mana. I can do nothing. I've been plunged. So before it's my turn, I'm going to sacrifice this so I can scry into hopefully something that's worth a damn. That's a big worm. Two harried spear guards. Well, you know, that doesn't do me a whole lot of shit here, so I'm going to dump both of them onto the bottom as if they were lands. That doesn't do me a whole lot of shit either. I'm going to hold on to the land because I really don't need it. You know, after having mulligan down to 5 land, it was pretty hopeless. But then when I played, I thought, oh, it looks pretty good. Now it feels pretty hopeless again. And they've got a big flyer. Good for them. And they're attaching rolls. They're doing all the things they want to do. And I am not going to block. I'm going to take 6. Oh. Sweet. Sassy Molassie. I don't even have the patience. I should wait, but I'm not going to. Cooped up. Besotted Knight. Yep. Those both look okay to me right now. Actually, I probably should have kept the Besotted Knight. The Royal Roll doesn't really do me a whole lot because it doesn't give me any kind of evasion. Ugh, are you kidding me? I don't think I can take 6 at this point. Now I know I have to take out that flyer because I don't have a choice. So that bestial bloodline is +2/+2, and they can spend the mana to bring it back into their hand. Which is unfortunate. The other thing about drafts, so whether it's quick draft or whether it's premier draft, you get to keep the cards. So this is a way to add cards to your collection too as a new player. So whatever you draft, you add to your collection, plus whatever you win in packs, you add to your collection. Okay, so the Protective Parents, you can attach a roll which is ideal for toughness 3 or less. Sir Armand puts the monster roll, which now it has trample. So I think I am toast here. Doesn't really matter. C'est la vie. Well, you know, when you mull down to 5, what are you going to do? Okay, so there's a couple things I want to go back to my deck and I want to check. No, I didn't have fun. That fucking sucked. Okay, the first thing I want to check in my deck is my mana distribution. So, I've got an even split of red and white, and an even split of red and white with an Evolving Wilds. Okay, so that looks okay. And then let's check what my mana curve is. 2.4 to 17. Do I really want to drop a land? I don't think I want to. Yeah. The other thing that I want to look at that I forgot about was bargain. So one of the ways that you get rid of your enchantments that are left behind is having something that bargains. So I have the Torch the Tower that bargains, but I think that might be the only thing. Oh, no, Archon's Glory also bargains. Yep, so that's it. That's it, folks. Okay, well, I guess we just reload. Let's see how it goes. Try it one more time. Let's try it one more time. See if I drafted something totally shitty, or maybe I get to play against somebody else who's equally crappy. Hikage. Okay, I've got both mana colors, and I've got something to do on my early turns, and I've got removal. This looks beautiful. Okay, Slumbering Keyguard. Take me to the promised land. Or are you going to kill it as soon as you see it? Nope. Okay, good. Whenever enchantment you control is put in the graveyard. Okay, okay. You know what? I don't think we want to keep that around because I think we want to attack through. If we cast this, that'll die, so I'm gonna... I'll go ahead and torch the tower with this. And then next turn when I drop the mountain, I can cast both of these if need be. That is beneficial to me. I could cast this, but I'm going to hold on because they didn't make a play, so I've got 5 mana. I want to be able to use it to make the 2 tokens. So, in response, they might destroy my creature. Yep. So, in response, I will Monstrous Rage it to keep it alive. And do they respond by removing it? No. You know what? That's fine. We can keep that. I'll still keep it. Fortunately, the rat can't block. So, that worked out okay. So I have a play next turn and play after that. And they dead. They're doing stuff. They cleared a path and they're doing stuff. I'm not going to coop up their token. I mean, I'd rather coop up the witch if she shows up. But even that is not what I would prefer to do. There's the witch. She's a witch. Okay, so I have open mana. I am going to attack with the Red Cap Thief and see if they think that they should block. They don't. Cool. So next turn, if they did nothing, I can, and I'm not going to block. I'm at 18 life. I can cast the Vigil. I'll have 4 creatures. I think I'm actually going to So if I attack now, it's going to be 3 times 4 is 12, but... I'm going to do this instead. Because if he's not casting anything, he's stuck on mana, then I should be able to Coop the Witch and Imidanes for the win. Yep, that looks like that. Oh, I'm definitely going to block that now. And that should be all she wrote. Yep. Hey, we won one. Yay. Bronze tier 4. Look at me. I'm doing stuff. Okay, and so 50 gems in one pack, 100 gems in one pack, 200 gems in one pack, 300 gems in one pack, 50 in one pack, 650. You don't get 2 packs until you get all 7 wins, but you do get progressively more gems. So that's something. And then you can use a gem for something. Oh, and this week there was on the store an opportunity to buy gold. So for 50 gold, you can buy 500 gold. So sometimes it's that way, or it's for 100 gold, you can buy, 250 gems or something like that. Always check the store. If you're going to be playing the game, always check the store. I'm not going to tell you need to check into the store every single day, but if you're playing in the game, always check the store, check the daily deals. They also sometimes have a booster pack, discounted 10% or something like that. So if you're into buying packs, to increase your progress and stuff like that, that might be something you might want to think about too. 2 mana, both colors, looks great. I get to go first. Let me cook. Mountain. Spirit guard. Attack. No rat out. Okay. I like clicking on their little characters, see what they do. So they have sleeves that are cool that I haven't seen before. They've got a avatar that's cool. They got a little guy that's cool. I don't. To me, that means that they've been around for a while. Okay, so still 2 mana. They have open mana. I don't want to drop the mantle and lose the card, so I'll cast this. But before I do, I'll go ahead and swing. There's the rat out. I sure could use another land. Nope. I've got more life than you do. Okay, interesting. So if I could cast this, I could do this on the rat, and then I don't have to worry about, that it returns. But I don't have the mana, so it doesn't work. Swing with everything. Let's see if they got a combat trick. Nope, they're doing nothing. I still don't want to risk the Dragon Mantle. Wow, they skipped a whole turn without using their mana. Do they just have stuff that's too expensive? Nope. I will trade you 2 for 1 all day long, buddy. Oh, I got 3 mana. Stingblade Assassin, Flash. Okay, so who are you taking out? Doesn't matter to me, because I'm going to flick a coin at you. And then you quit. Yay! Like I said, there's a lot of things that that 1 point of damage is useful for. Rank up! Bronze tier 3. Look at me, I'm bronze tier 3. Okay. Let's keep rolling. You know, for this wait time, apparently I can pause my recording. So, like I said, I'm getting new at this, so during times like that, if I'm really present here, I might just pause the recording and see how that goes and resume it. Wicked C10. Got a 1-drop, got a 2-drop, got removal, got a trick, got 3 lands. Go in second. He's got a rock. I like these sleeves. Gadwick's first duel. Oh no, I've been cursed. My 1/1 is suddenly a 1. What heresy. I think I'll attack for 1. So what does the next thing do? He scries 2, and then the next instant with mana 3 or less, copy. Ooh, what are you gonna copy? What you got in that bag? Okay, so let's see what he scries. Wicked. Maybe they're defying gravity right now. 1 to the top and 1 to the bottom. So he's got something good coming up next turn that he wants. It might just be a land. Sprite. A refreshing beverage. Okay, so I don't have the stockpiling celebrant to bounce this. I don't have a way to bargain it away, so I'm not going to use that. I'm going to anticipate this. Do I want to trade with either one of these? Probably. Probably trade with the Vigilance. No, really? Okay. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and cast that there then. Get the trick. Okay. So you're gonna copy a spell. What are you gonna copy? How am I gonna get screwed here? Are you gonna double bounce something? Do you have a double burn spell? Double monsters roll? Oh, double firebolt. Now why on earth didn't you kill the harried spare card instead of just doing 2 to the thief? Oh, because you were gonna blow off steam to kill it. Okay. Okay. I see you. So, I don't want to use this yet. Don't want to use this yet. I'm looking for a better target. And I'll just sacrifice this before my turn. That's a better target. Because it's got some pseudo prowess. How are you not going to cast that? I don't know what else you have in your hand. Whenever you cast an adventure, you may copy it. Okay. I see. We're doing flyers. We're doing flyers. Okay, so I can bargain away the Princess Takes Flight with the Torch the Tower. And I can take out both of their creatures. But I don't know that I want the monstrous rage, even though that's good. I think I actually want a creature. But it's so good. You know what? No, I'm gonna keep it. Oh. Okay. So the first thing you do is you don't want to do that. I'm gonna take you out, and then we go into swing. And they're gonna say, "This man is ludicrous." Now, do you want to actually take out my spear guard? Because it'll get replaced by a rat, and I'm still gonna make my rat fly then. So you have a copy. I'm gonna take it. Okay, so now the way that this works is choose target non-token creature that doesn't have the same name as a token you control. So they can't make another copy of their token. So what I want to do is I'll take the 2 from that one, but I will bargain away this. Still saving the cooped up in case they play that otter or some other creature that's a threat. Like an edgewall pack. That's a threat. Okay, so if I have 6 mana, that's 5, and that's 1. On the crackback, I got 6 coming at me. But this would be 3, 4, 5. Or I just do this, and swing for 1. And then I save the rage in case I need to, and then I exile the Edgewall pack in response to if they're going to do something with it. There's the familiar. Feeling pretty good. I hope it's real. So tap 1 or 2 target creatures, put a stun counter on each one of them. Oh. Well, that blows chunkity chunks. And it might mean the end. Not so fast, my friend. That's tight. What do you have? If you had a Monstrous Rage on the Frolic and Familiar, it's over. Don't have a Monstrous Rage. You could freeze out my 2 creatures and you could swing for 3. But on the crackback, I'll win. Do you have another? Succumb to the cold? I'm at 2. Oh no. That was dumb. Ah, shit. Because now I can't cast Monstrous Rage or I die. Oh, shit. Yep. I gave that away. I shouldn't have cast the Spirit card. I should have held on to the Monstrous Rage. Ah, that's so frustrating. Is there any way out of this? Oh. I'm not sure what the hell just happened. Oh, I guess I had six damage on the board. Why did they block the 3 power? Or did they? Oh my gosh, I was not paying attention. Okay, so clearly I need to pay more attention because I had something going there. Well, if you watch this, learn from my mistakes. Don't make my mistakes. Okay, I don't have a 1 mana play. I have a wilds. We can do this. Winter, Duskmourn. Hello. Pointy ears. Are you playing? Are you lagging? Are you roping? Are you giving me free wins? Is it late where you are? Are you falling asleep at your PC or your iPad? Are you in bed playing on iPad and... Is that what... I'm in the middle of the draft. I'm playing. Don't mind me. This happens. Oh, they're back. Maybe they got disconnected. Next end turn. Don't forget to crack the wild before it comes back to you. I've done that before. Make sure you pick up planes. I guess I should have waited. Okay. What is your game? I could use more land. Oh. I wish I hadn't bargained. But those are both good cards, but I don't have the land for that one yet, so we'll tuck that one. Let's hope he doesn't drop anything that can block my guy. Well, he didn't. He didn't drop anything that killed him. He just killed him. They're at 4 mana, and okay, I don't know what that is. You're reading a scroll. I will take it out. I don't want you to get life linking. Thank you very much. Do you have more removal? No, but you have more land. Forest, island, swamp. You're doing all the colors. Double strike. I need to build the board. Okay, you're doing the food thing, but then you also have blue. Hollow Scavenger. It's a good card. Okay. Exile an artifact or enchantment. What are you doing? Taking out my monster roll, huh? Fair enough. Okay. I could knight for 4. Spear Guard doesn't do shite. Yeah. I'm just gonna attack with that. And then get that out. Oh, interesting. Okay. Pointy Ears is doing things. That's a sorcery. So the royal roll is going to be +1/+1, ward 1. Okay, so do I want to lose the mantle and the vigil or red cap? I want to lose the red cap. I discard a card. Okay. I can cast both of those. I love this card, but I may not be able to cast it, so. So I think the plan is to attack and then flick a coin at the token if they double block. Yep, that's fine. Are they just in trouble? Oh, I see what you're doing. Yeah. Here you go. Well, the assassin is a good target for my flick a coin. Do I want to do this now? What could they have to stop me from it? I don't know. Put the spell back in my hand. Get candy grapple. I don't even really know what the fuck just happened there. Still think I'm doing okay though. Now I don't know if I'm doing so okay. That is menace, so that's a little bit of evasion. I can jump with that. No thanks. So this gets +1 and +1 for each enchantment, which right now is just 1. 5, 6, 7. So if I drew a land, I could imitate and recruit. So I will sacrifice the vigil. Let's see here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Does it really matter? Let's see how this goes. Math is for blockers. You can do the math. I don't want to do the math. You got a 6/4 with menace, which is tougher to block. You can throw me all the emojis you want, pointy ears. Game, set, and match. And this is where you wrote me 4 timeouts. Thank you. That would have been very uncool. Bronze tier 3, rank up. What? Okay. I'm going to try and pause this so I can use the restroom and get a drink. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So let's see if we can keep winning some games here. I had a comment some time ago that said the volume or the sound wasn't really good, so I've worked a little bit trying to improve that. Hopefully it sounds a little bit better. Okay, I pause it there. Cut out a little time. Hopefully that worked. Looks like it's recording. I'm new to this. I'm learning as I go. Okay. Don't start early, but I got some removal, got some land. They took a mulligan. I go second. Giggity. Let's see how it goes. Okay. Sometimes I want to play the plane so it doesn't hold up, knowing that I've got the Torso Tower. Okay. I've got no creatures yet. I've just got active cards. Did you build a Reanimator deck, Chiz 18? What are you going to discard? Witch's Mark. Okay. There's my first creature. That's my mana curve. Okay. Yours is bigger. Is that what you want me to say? Let's see. I want to get through. It's a lot of toughness. They still got some mana up. Let's do that. And then we'll do that. And then we will do that. Just leaves us mana for this if we wanted to. Royal treatment. You son of a bitch. Okay. Mom's still gonna attack. Are you gonna be silly enough to block? Be silly. Oh, you don't want to be silly. Well, here's the thing. I'm still gonna use this. And quite frankly, I'm gonna use this as well. Maybe it's too aggressive. Maybe I shouldn't have gone all out. I should have held back. That's a problem I have. Sometimes, I suppose. What? You can do it too? Unacceptable. I mean, I guess conceivably they could be doing that again, so I should be careful. I should probably block to be conservative. They don't have the mana to cast their two-headed hunter. So what could they cast with too? A Witch Doctor, which they can use to double block. Okay. So they either double block or they trade with the Thief. Either one is fine, because then I'll flick a coin if they double block and take the 3. Because they're all tapped out. Oh, another body on the field, so I'll do that instead, even though they know I have the Besotted Knight. That way, if they cast one thing, they can block one of my 3-power creatures. Hopefully, they just die. If they can put 2 creatures out. Yes! Excellent. Bronze tier 2. I love the 2 pips for a win, and no pip loss for losses. Huh? Well, that's doing good, except for the one loss where we had only mountains and then only plains and then only 5 cards. Okay, let's see if I can do this again. Pause. And unpause. Cut some seconds out for everybody, so hopefully that works. Ooh, bronze playing up to gold. That's not so good. Oh, they probably have a much better deck than I do, but I go first, so I'm going to keep. And I'm not going to let them know that I have the torch, the tower, or do I care? Because they could conceivably drop something on turn 1 that I need to kill. I doubt it, but let's see. Nashid. Nashid? Nashid. You gonna drop something that I can princess? No, you're not. Okay. Okay, so I don't want to sack the Vigil, which I could. I might just flick a coin at their head if they don't drop something for me. They do. So, I'm going to princess that. So, I'm going to go ahead and flick a coin at their head. So I can draw the coin. Draw the card. Okay. So I'm going to princess the Thief. You have a trick? Oh. You have an instant, though. So you're going to attach a roll to that. So it's a 3/3. I mean, it doesn't really matter, right? What is your spell? Do you have a monstrous rage? Sorry, a monster roll? Whatever. No! Gains flying and lifelink. Scry. No, I don't want to land. Okay, so I guess the objective is to take one of my guys out. My token. A lot of setup. I am going to sacrifice the vigil to scry before my draw. Okay, you two are celebrating, but you're not swinging. Don't need that. I will take that. Okay, so I don't care if the spear guard dies. Tax. Royal roll. You're celebrating. Are you swinging? Come at me, bro. Oh, it's pretty sweet. It's a 33. It's a 4/4 trample. You know what? I'm gonna take a 7. Because I'm just going to keep doing that, I think. Wow. Really? Please, do. Please. Please, 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 please. Okay. I'm not sure what that's about. Okay. I guess it was a misplay, maybe. The math didn't math. Bronze 2, 2. Bronze 1. Bronze 1, here we come. Thank you. One loss, 6 wins, one more win. Come on, let's go. Immediate opponent. Hopefully they're in my rank then. Arthur Two Sheds Jackson. Arthur Two Sheds Jackson. That's a mouthful. Ooh, that is a lot of action until 4. But I go first, so hopefully that means I survive. Maybe they do nothing on turn 1, and then on turn 2, they cast something that I can kill with my coin. That's what I'm hoping for. Cast a 1 toughness thing. Okay. Draw card, discard. Maybe a treasure? So I can kill it? Nope. Consarn it. I am behind. Boros against Boros. Red, white, red, white. What are you thinking, Arthur Touche Jackson? The financier. So, if an opponent controls more land, so they're going to make treasure tokens. And then be giving those things away. They'd be giving those things away. Yeah. Let's call the pack. Yeah, you're making tokens, and you can give me a treasure and draw a card. Okay, so that is going to come onto a creature at the beginning of combat. And now you're stunning my pack, huh? You are swinging aggressively. And I am taking it. Taking it to the street. Okay, so I think I want to do these. And then I could cast the thief and plan on double blocking or flicking a coin. Either way, I'm going to attack the rat. Ugh, why didn't I? I'm so silly. I should have attacked with the knight because it had vigilance. Oh. So I missed out on 2 points of damage. That could be the difference. Mistakes. Catapult. You have a trick. I'm screwed. No. Okay, so let's do this. Let's put the mice. And let's play a land. Exile them. And swing. One card in hand. Hopefully it's not worth a damn. 2 cards in hand. Not worth a damn. The armory mice. I didn't see that in my draft at all, I don't think. Bellowing Bruiser. 4/4 haste. Yep. Coming at me. I'm going to sack that vigil. It's going to come back and haunt me at some point. Whenever you tap an untapped creature, put a +1/+1 on him. Oh. Really? Really? Well, fuck me in the ass. Yeah, I think I have to do this now. Because neither one of those will save me from that thing. So if I take it, they're going to ping me and I'm going to die, so I have to jump. Yep, that's it. 2 losses. It turns out the damage that I missed wouldn't have meant anything anyway. Okay, 2 losses. Still got a chance to trophy on this one to get that 7th win. Let's go. Final match. Fight. Let's pause. Okay, we found an opponent. It's hairy little guy. They're silver. And I'm not. Yay. I'll keep not a lot of interaction, but some good cards. Good cards. Yeah, we got some good cards here, don't we? Sure. I don't know. Come on here, little guy. What you got? I don't have a turn 1 play yet. Might. I don't. Green versus Boros. Green-red. Interesting. That's not a great card. But it blocks flyers. Do I have anything that takes 2? Nope. Okay, so if it blocks or becomes blocked, it deals a point of damage. So it blocks or is blocked as a 2/3. So he can swing into me all he wants. Oh, you like that card, I guess. I also don't know why you didn't swing. That is interesting. Okay, so if he does a point of damage for each one, he double blocks. That's 2, but if I rage, I'm a 5/3. Yeah, that's not enough. But let's put a mantle on and draw a card. Kind of feel like I'm getting set up here. The skewer slingers are just there to block so I don't come in with anything big and scary. Just kind of feel like I have to, I gotta swing. Do I want to do that? I can take both of them out just by pumping. Was that the best choice? Was that really what I wanted to do with my mana on that turn? Probably not. I probably should have just cast the Edge Wall pack. I kind of feel like he was never going to attack with those anyway. They were just going to be there to be annoying blockers for me. I mean, he's definitely going to want to swing with that Verdant Outrider. As long as he doesn't like double Giant Growth and two-headed Hunter twice the rage it. I can't block because I don't have a blocker. You got 4 mana available. It doesn't make sense to cast the Giant, because otherwise why would you have cast the treasure token? Could have just cast it, then you'd have 1 mana available anyway. Do you have something else that you want to cast for 1, 2, or 3? No. So you're saving it for something bigger. I feel you. Oh, cut in. Oh no, young hero roll. So that's just gonna keep getting bigger. That sucks. Houston, we have a problem. Okay. I can cast that, which is 1 blocker, but I think I'll do this. And then I will swing. And hope that they don't have a piece of removal to take out my Frostbridge guard. This is not going well for Boss Magus. So I don't think you can activate the Verdant Outrider now to prevent the Frostbridge card from blocking it. And it'll attack like a 6/4, which means I could use my trick. Looks like that's what they're debating right now. No? Does that mean that they have a trick? Yeah, looks good. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. We have 6 mana available. Well, I mean, a valorous rat? Does that make sense? Because it's... No, because then they're just going to swing back with a giant. I just don't think I can afford to take a hit from the giant at all. You want to trade? I would love to trade with you right now. Because I do not want you to start sacrificing lands to draw cards. Please. Please attack me. Please let me trade. Please? Come on. I won't promise not to block. Take the 1 point of trample damage. Whew. Okay. I can't block. I might as well attack. If I put the aura on there, they have to double block. And I know they've got a werefox coming in. I've got an answer for that, so yeah. Make it a valorous rat. Do you want to double block? Let's double block. Okay. I have to coop up the fox. And then I need to flick a coin. And I want to take out that admire, but he has ward 2. So I don't want the scarecrow guide to block. I'm gonna go ahead and take him out. Okay, this is better. I mean, that's 4 mana, and he has 7. So he could conceivably drop a land and do it twice. Ah, he's gonna fight it. Okay. You did that. I'm definitely gonna exile it. So do I have anything else I might want to celebrate? Princess takes flight. Because they might have another big creature that I can't deal with. Whoops. I definitely meant to cast another creature there. Don't need that. That is probably not worth it. Or maybe it is, actually. Okay. So let's do this. And then this to scry. Don't want that. And then we will attack. I don't think I need to be aggressive here. I'm gonna assume that they don't have something. Oh, nice. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna hold on to it. I mean, I don't think that they have a board wipe. I don't think there is one, but I'll be conservative because I've got more than enough damage already on the board without Immodanes. And if they wipe it, I could Vigil and Immodanes for the win. Come on. Come on, hairy little guy. I think I've gotcha. Okay. You have 7 mana. You can make it a 3/3. You got 3 cards in your hand. Are you missing a color? You got a treasure. What could you have? Another fight spell? Oh, another fight spell. Okay. Yes! First draft on the account. And I get a trophy. Yay! Thank you for everybody who listened. It's worked out really well. Let's get that card. Oh, Terror of the Peaks. Nice. Let's claim the victory. 950 gems. 2 packs. Let's look at the deck. Oops. Why can't I close this? Draftsmith overlay. That's annoying. I didn't want to do that. What I want to do is I want you not... Can I move that? Can I move the positioning? Untapped settings. You know what? I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I can't look at the deck. And I don't know a shortcut key. So sorry about that. I'll try and figure that out. Let's go open the packs. Let's see what we got here. Oh, apparently I earned a Foundations pack here as well. So we'll open up there. We got an uncommon wild card, or common wild card. Baked into the pie, another hunter, a loot. I think I've got a couple loots now too. Okay, and what do we get from our Wilds of Eldraine? The first ones for this account. There's going to be a lot of firsts here. Earned another wild card. Stab Wound, as I was talking about before. Feral Encounter, Moonshaker Cavalry, and Blind Obedience. Extort. Interesting. Okay, well, that is it for tonight. Thank you, everybody who stuck around. I appreciate it. Long video. Please like, subscribe, comment, let me know. I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm starting this out, so if you have any comments on anything, I appreciate the feedback. Thanks a lot. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.